Attention, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you? It is Wednesday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are here. You are there. This is the DNA Show, and coming to you live from my house and Dennis's house. We're going to have fun today. We have I consider a really good guest, and it's not because we went to high school together. It's because he's a cool guy and does good work. And there you go.
You have the same last name.
Well, we do have this. It's a great name. It's a great name.
Maybe
it's a fantastic name. It's a great name.
Parents, maybe you're brothers and you just don't realize it.
Brothers from another mother.
Whoa. Okay, so it's your father's. I get it. I see where this is going.
So, guys, no movie review this week because Dennis is bailing on me again. No, I know what you're thinking. Another vacation. Didn't he just get back? I think this is kind of a vacation. It's his way of getting out of doing stuff. He's going to be laid up for a few days because, he's got to have a little surgery. And it deals with stuff down below. So you take that for what you will. He might come back as Denise.
I don't think that's the surgery. Wow. So when you tell Andy you've got a giant kidney stone that has to come out, what does he go to? Apparently they operate on everything. So if Andy goes in, it's going to be Andy Rita when he comes out.
You know, you could just say it's going to be Andy with an I.
No, Andy Rita. Now, guys, I've got they found out I've been having some problems, and Paul, yes, I have been drinking tons of water. I've got a great big one, so big, in fact, that there is not a chance to pass it. So we're going in for a very unwelcomed surgery to get it removed. I had 3 different kidney stones, and none of them were really probably passable by themselves. But they pulled the Constructicon and formed into one big ass devil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did. And that sucker is so big, he looked and he goes, yeah, we're getting you in on Thursday. I mean, that's how quick this moved. Usually it can take them a few weeks. Nope, they're hitting me tomorrow. So I had to go into the hospital yesterday to do paperwork and everything. And yeah, not going to be fun. So I don't know when we will be back. I did get all my new comics this week. I've actually did all my quick flips, but I scheduled them to come out all week long because chances are I will not be able to do a whole heck of a lot. This is going to be a big bad one.
You know, because they're going to blast it into a million pieces. I just have a picture of like a laser beam going up and destroying an asteroid. Honestly, if you just drank a ton of liquor and got really hammered so you don't feel pain, I could punch you so hard in your kidneys, it would just blast apart. You would come out of your drunken stupor. You would have pissed all over the place probably, but you'd see the shards of it there because I hit you so hard. And then you don't have to go to the hospital.
Right now as hard as you can, and I think it's a gnat, and I keep going like that. Oh, that's Andy punching me. So I don't think you could do crap to my kidney.
Well, there's only one way to find out. When the show's over, I'll come on over and we'll see.
Yeah.
We got lots of guys watching. Of course, we've got the great Randy Howe popping links like a madman. Thank you so much, Randy. That's right, the big major one, $111 away from $20K for Lilineth Infernal Conflict. Go get it, guys. Get on it. At the end of the show, we're going to have a special preview of the calendar. It is all ready to go to print. We're not kidding. That thing's getting shipped out in December. We want to have it in hand as soon as possible. Paul Taylor, of course, has already commented. Joe Bernardo says, real quick, 1 or 2. I don't have to go right now at all. So I'm good. Probably next time will be a number 1, though, because I've been drinking a lot of water today. Thanks for asking, though. Glad you care about my health in that area. Let's see. One of the kidney stone is on the right of the screen. You are correct. Okay. Let's see. Leg kick. Hello. Amish Ninja. Hey, guys. Oh, $10 from Paul Taylor. Thank you. I don't envy you, Dennis. I've passed a few and they're very painful. Hey, he's not the all joking aside. I've been to the hospital 3 times in my life for kidney stones, and I'm glad they didn't have to do what they're going to do to him. But when they tell you just go home and pass it, and they give you a little filter to make sure, it still hurts like hell.
So, Paul, this was the last one that I passed. And for those of you that are guys out in the audience, you will probably wince. The ladies won't, because it's quite a bit different. But this is the bad boy that I passed this last time. And, yep, I actually passed that one. But that one was passable. The ones that I've got coming up are Paul's even collected his. I like.
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't go that far, guys.
Yeah, I didn't save mine, but
I don't care that much.
Yeah, when I tell you guys, it's big. So the doctor looked at the CT scan and went, "Whoa! Oh yeah, that's got to come out. That explains a lot." Yeah, we'll schedule you Thursday.
If Dennis were to collect them in a plastic container, he could always put it on his bookshelf next to the plastic container that has his testicles. Oh, God, I wish I had Billy Tucci's bell right now. Ding!
Yeah, we don't need Billy Tucci's bell. We're good.
Yeah, we do. All right, well, let's get on with the show. Like I said, we have a great guest joining us today. Out of all the guests we've had, even Bart Sears, I've known this guy the longest because it would go back to, I guess, when I was in 10th grade and he was in 9th grade. So I don't even want to do the math on that, but I'm going to because I'm OCD. 87, 86, that's senior. 86, 1980, 41 years. 41 years, Uko. 41 years.
Geez. Oh, geez. Don't remind me.
Wow.
Good Lord. Yeah, well, you're still younger than me, so.
Well, yeah. I got that going for me.
But
Yeah.
when I met you in person, I would have swore you were 30 years old. So, I mean, you don't look that old.
I get that a lot.
That should make
There
you happy.
you go. I think the only difference is you didn't have facial hair, and neither did I back in high school. So
No.
yeah, that was about it. You know, it's funny too, getting well, I was going to say prepping for this today, but let's be honest, I don't prep for any of these shows.
Mhm.
But it is funny. Like if you would have asked me, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, who was your high school art teachers? I would have said, I can't remember, but I can actually remember. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Savoy
I
and Mrs. Payne.
Mrs. Payne, yes.
You never had Savoy?
I never had Savoy.
Does the name ring a bell?
The name rings a bell, but
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever had Savoy. I was always in Mrs. Payne's class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I had
And-
Savoy in 9th grade or 10th grade. Something. I know I had Miss Payne when I was a senior. I remember that much. So
Yeah, I remember Miss Payne and Mrs. Mead.
who?
Mead?
No, don't remember.
You remember Mrs.
Nope.
Mead?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, all right.
I mean, I'm guessing art teacher. No, I only had the 2, so I don't remember her. So
Okay. Yeah, I had Payne and Mead. So that's what I remember.
Here's a question, and
Yeah.
I'll go dark in a second, but I don't remember. I have a slight visual image of both of them, Savoy and Mrs. Payne.
Mhm.
And you never had Savoy, so you can't even answer it. But I want to say Savoy was probably, he had to be in his 40s. And then Mrs. Payne, what would you? I say same, or what do you
Yeah.
think? 40s?
I would say her 40s. Yeah, I would say
I
so.
wonder. So this is where it goes dark. I wonder if they're still with us.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I looked up some teachers. I remember I looked up one of the science teachers. He had a strange. After we were gone, he apparently had a pretty interesting future.
really?
Yeah,
As in,
I
dude,
mean,
you can't drop a tease like that.
I don't know all the. I read this years ago.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever had Mr. Byer.
yeah, it rings a bell. I guess I could.
Yeah.
My yearbook is actually really handy. I know exactly where it is. I could probably
Okay.
grab it.
But yeah, I remember he has I'm not one to really say on it. I read this thing like over 15 some years ago maybe.
Oh,
But yeah, he has an interesting little history there after high school.
well, I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
I will have to look it up.
Yeah.
So yes, we went to High Point in high school, and I don't know if that was considered Beltsville or Calverton.
Beltsville.
It was. Okay, so yeah. And another famous alumni from that school. You were in 10th grade. So in order, it was I graduated, then you graduated, and then the esteemed Frank Cho graduated because he was a year below you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who
Wow.
thought one high school, 3 great artists, right in a row like that?
That's right.
Something about that school, or the water that was
Unprecedented.
in there, the radioactive water.
Unprecedented, exactly. We were the. Do you remember the mascot?
The Eagle.
That's right, Dennis. What was your high school mascot?
High school, we were an Oriole.
Oriole.
So you were a little wimpy bird, and we were an eagle that would come down and pluck you right off the ground, take you away. Cool.
Yep, I would love to see that. So go for it there. What were you again? Lion, tiger,
eagle.
Eagle.
Oh,
Eagle.
I even drew in the senior year. Well, it was my junior year.
Yeah.
But I drew a bunch of, I don't know, maybe like a dozen something pieces in the yearbook.
Yep. I should grab my yearbook now just to show them.
No, man.
No, and well, Paul, to be honest, I just never grew up. So there we go. That there is truth to that.
That's true. That's true.
How do you get Thor as a high school mascot?
Oh, he's a known liar. That's
a
how.
mascot. What were you? The San Francisco Thors? What?
No, he's a known liar. You know that about Joe.
No,
all right. Well,
the mascot would be Loki.
He says the Northmont Thunderbolt. So I guess whoever if that was the high school Northmont Thunderbolt, and I don't doubt it. I'm assuming that when they decided let's get something drawn for it, they went with Thor. So I get it. I mean, we had an eagle, artwork and stuff. So
Huh.
Did you have a little baby Oriole just standing on a limb or laying in a bird's nest?
Nope.
Not a really manly mascot.
Half of them were birds in the conference. So I mean,
was that a Maryland school?
We were the Fighting Orioles.
No, he went to school in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but there were quite a few. A lot of birds in the area, eagles and falcons, and Baltimore Orioles. Look at that. Our football team, was good. All good stuff.
Oh, Henry Thrun says there's a Minnesota school that goes by the Blossoms.
Oh, well, that makes sense in Minnesota.
Yeah, it does.
And I am a cheesehead.
Sorry, Dennis.
Guys, we got a few things in history this week.
Oh, that's right. We do have history before we get on with how we usually do an interview type show.
Yeah,
let's go.
So a few things that happened. One of them came up. There was a really cool. It's the evolution, and it's the evolution of garbage trucks that came out this week.
You
And,
son of a bitch! I see what you're doing.
You could see the horse and buggy back when those guys came. Whoa! Don't be removing that. I
see what type of BS.
It's all tied in. It's all tied in.
Oh my God!
We saw the guys when they became motorized, and then we saw the ones where they have the top lifters on it, and then we have, yes, you got it, the brand new Dallas Cowboys. That's right.
Wow.
The evolution of garbage trucks is unreal. So that being said, all right. So enough on sports, especially since we had our fantasy football draft. You are looking at the man that got an A+ predicted. So hopefully I don't get any injuries like.
Yeah, I was going to say you got an A+ last year too, and you ended up not even making the playoffs.
Undefeated in the league this year. So until that first game hits, you are looking at the fantasy football league champion of this.
And real quick, just to go back to your little jab at the Cowboys, I didn't start it. You did. I really, really hope. I'm not holding out hope, but I really, really hope the Packers have a worse season, even if it's just by one game.
Well, Jordan Love broke his thumb, so that could put a wrench into it.
What happened?
Jordan Love broke his thumb
in
preseason.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. I would not kid about. We were talking about it at the comic shop today. So,
oh my God,
sadness. Now, guys, I'm going to pop something up here, and you guys tell me who first one in the chat wins. What game was this that came out? I think it was 1982 or 84.
Pong. Is this Atari?
That was my favorite game at the arcade. I mean, I played this.
Oh, this was an arcade game with those shitty graphics?
Oh, yeah. As it tells you the age of it. Whoa, look at that. Joe Bernardo. Got it.
Oh, my God.
Zone. Look at that. Paul Taylor, you were really close. Battle Zone. Look at that. There's
Dennis,
Ninja.
Now I do understand that small ass town you grew up in couldn't even afford real video games.
Oh,
I mean,
no, dude,
that same year,
this had the stand-up scope where you look through the viewer and you held on to it, and you twisted and turned. Oh,
dude, that same year I was going home, stopping at 7-Eleven and playing Donkey Kong and Galaga, games with real graphics.
Oh,
Defender.
All right, let's quickly turn to comic books. All right, another one, and you guys are all able to shout out. What key book came out this week on August 18th, 1962? What super amazing book came out in 1962 this week?
Okay, I already know the answer, Uko, so I can't say. But do you have a guess?
Tales to Astonish? I don't know.
Paul Taylor says Fantastic Four. That's a good guess. Wrong one.
Damn.
Oh, look at that.
All the answers were in the question.
It was. And the answer, there it is. Amazing Spider-Man #1. So cool. Guys, that is right. Amazing Spider-Man #1 debuted, introducing Spider-Man to the Marvel Universe in the solo series by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. We all know that this really was an iconic book. So what a great week for that. So, Henry, you are the fastest. All right, last one. What happened in this week? Same thing. What comic book was debuted on this week? In 1991, that became the best-selling comic book of all time. Oh, I just gave it away.
Wildcats?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, one, and you're not that much younger than me. Image didn't start till 92. So
Okay.
you're off. Wildcats out of all the Image books wasn't the bestseller.
Right.
It was X-Men by Jim Lee.
Oh, it is. It is indeed the X-Men by Jim Lee. That is right. Joe Bernardo was first, and we got a bunch of you that got it right in there. Look at that. Marv got it. Randy got it. Amish Ninja got it. Spawn, it's a good guess. That is a great selling book, but it did not beat the X-Men.
Uko, I got to be honest. I almost feel like your comic book fan card could be pulled.
Well, when you ask me something like that on the spot, I think I may lose. Unless it's the Cowboys. Unless it's the Cowboys, then that's some a little bit different.
Yeah, you insulted two people on this stream,
Oh,
Dennis.
I know I did. Trust me, I'm aware that I have two Cowboy fans, both last name of Smith. So apparently, I am deducing that everybody with the last name Smith is a Cowboys fan. It must be something in the genetics. It's in the genetic code. That's all.
Right, we have good taste.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel no wonder you guys are feeling that old. 25 years with nothing, dusting off those old VHS tapes to watch the last time you were in a Super Bowl. Wow, I get it.
Oh boy. Look, our good buddy Paul even says it. He says that Cowboys doc on Netflix is great. Of course it is, Paul. So there. I had famous birthdays. Let's go with this one. Three actors in the modern age, so we'll say this century, have played Spider-Man on the big screen. One of them was born on this day in 1983. Which one was it? And Dennis does not know the answer to this, so you both can play. And don't look at the chat.
Listening. I was reading the chat.
I said, out of the three Spider-Man actors that have played Spider-Man in the 2000s, one was born on this day in 1983. Which one was it? Dennis, do you have an answer?
You know, I would say it's Garfield because I think Toby's a little older, and we all know Mr. Holland's younger, so it'd have to be Garfield.
It is Andrew Garfield. Very good. Yeah, I think Tom was a cutoff. I think he was in the 90s because it's 2025 now, and I think he's 26. So he just made it, I believe.
Project Oasis. Toby is old. Well, I wouldn't say to you he's old. To us, he's middle-aged. He's in his prime.
All right. Well, we got another one. Another trivia for her birthday today. This Lois Lane actress was born in 1974 on this day.
That has to be Kirsten Dunst.
I said Lois Lane.
Oh, geez. Wow, that's totally the wrong one.
Oh,
see what I work with, Uko? See what I work with? The dude gets Kirsten Dunst out of Lois Lane.
I'm guessing it was no, she played Amy Adams. It was Amy Adams.
She did play Lois Lane, but I'm giving Dennis a chance.
I'm thinking the one from Smallville. I can't think of her name.
Erica Durance is her name.
Yep. She's hot.
It is Amy Adams. Uko has gotten 2 to your 1, just like a cowboy would over a Packer, and it was a catch. Okay.
Well, let's see who said that. Let's see. Garfield, Toby. Oh, Joe Bernardo was wrong. Not Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Lois and not Terry Hatch. Oh, that's another good one. She was another good one.
Yes, she's older. She's older. Yeah.
Our good friend Paul says, Project Oasis, my dad has Uko Smith art in his office. He got it at one of the conventions he saw me at. His Prince piece. Shout out.
Oh, Prince. Yeah. That's my dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
Purple rain. Purple rain. Okay. Enough with that. I could sing all day. Boy, I thought this guy was dead. I'm not even going to ask who this guy is, but Don King, born on this day in 1931. Okay, enough for that.
Huh.
I know, right? Well, actually, one more. It is Dennis's favorite singer. His favorite singer was born on this day in 1992, Miss Demi Lovato.
Wow, I nowhere near anything that I thought you were going to say.
Yep.
Really? She's only like 30?
What's that?
She's only like 30?
Demi Lovato, 33.
33. Wow.
As of today.
What? Once you said that date, I was like, nope. I was thinking Reba McEntire, but then you went there. Milli Vanilli, girl. You know it's true. That's
Hey, don't
right.
be calling Paul girl. Okay, now we'll get on with how we usually do the interview shows. Dennis, kick it off.
All right. We always ask, we got to know your origin story. So when we get into it, tell us, how did you get involved in comics? Obviously art, but how did you get involved into the comic book industry? But first, everybody that does comics bought, received a comic at some point in their life. Do you remember what the first comic you either bought or got in your life was? And do you still have it?
I don't believe I still have it. Well, maybe I do. My sister had a box of comics when I moved out for college, and so I had like a bunch of stuff, high school time that she has. So whatever's in that box, I don't know, but it's got to be in these few boxes that she does have. As far as the comic itself, older brothers, one of the first ones I remember is King Size Conan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yeah, it was King Size Conan was one of the early ones that I remember. And then there was I remember my mom went out of town and she brought back I think it was like a Super Friends book out of town. It was Super Friends? Yeah, Super Friends.
Wow, the original
Nice.
Super Friends. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a fun series.
Yeah. It had
that's cool.
I think one of the main characters of that Super Friends one was the twins. Wonder Twins.
Oh, Wonder Twins.
Yeah, Wonder Twin powers. Activate.
Dude, I love the Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
Stupid powers. I'm going to turn into something made out of water. I don't know what, but it's water.
Yeah. But it was always interesting, though, those characters. So, yeah.
And then the Human Torch rolls up and just goes, I'm going to boil your ass and turn you into steam.
Well, the problem is when he formed into a bucket of water, but he should just be able to form into the water itself. Where does that bucket come from?
Exactly.
I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries.
That's true. Well, I would ask, did you always draw and all that in high school? But I already know the answers to that because
yeah, but the audience doesn't, Andy.
That's true. All right, Dennis, go ahead and ask.
I think you just did. So, obviously, you got comic books. You liked it. What got you into drawing comic books? How did you get in?
Well, actually, I had four older brothers, and they could all draw. To be honest with you,
Real.
And so, yeah.
And you're the only one that pursued it?
Myself, yeah. As far as comics go, yeah. My second oldest brother went into graphic design era. Yeah, part.
I don't know if I asked you this before, but how much older were they? And did they go to High Point as well or no?
Oh, no, man. We all grew up in D.C. I went to D.C. schools.
So how'd you go to High Point then?
We moved into Maryland, into Tacoma Park area.
So I guess my point is, were they the oldest brother that's closest to you when you started going to High Point? Was he already out of high school, I guess?
No, actually, no. They all went to when we moved into Maryland. Everybody went to DC schools,
right?
And so I was my second oldest sister. She went to like High Point for maybe like a year, but then she transferred back into DC schools because she didn't like it. so,
You didn't like it.
so I was the only one that truly went into Maryland schools for 6 years.
Oh, so you started in middle school.
Yeah, sixth grade.
Okay.
What was the elementary school?
Well, I mean, the one I went to, because I could walk to it, was Beltsville Elementary.
Oh no, that wasn't mine. Mine was what was it?
Andy went to the one that the short bus went to and stopped at.
Well, it was a small school, so all we needed was a short bus. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it was shoot, I forget the name of the elementary school now. But did that sixth grade.
But you didn't go. So I went to Martin Luther King Middle School. You didn't go there.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Yeah.
I want to. It was the name of the cat. I think it was one of the. I forget now. It slips my mind. I should know this.
Was it in Calverton?
No, it was in Beltsville. Adelphi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Adelphi.
Adelphi wasn't in Beltsville.
Was it?
No, it was in Adelphi.
Well, excuse my geography, but yeah, it was close. It's close-ish.
It's like
Close
because there was, so people are getting more of a geography lesson for where we grew up than they need. But I grew up in Beltsville. I went to Beltsville Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
I had friends that grew up in Laurel, Maryland, and they went to Laurel, elementary, whatever. And then Adelphi had an elementary school, another city. Some of those schools did pool together to the middle school that I went to, because that was also close enough I could walk to.
Buckline.
And then from that middle school, most of the kids from the middle school went to High Point High School, which was in Calverton, but like you said, I guess the mailing address is Beltsville, which is weird because it was technically in Calverton, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that I would consider that close-ish. So it's good. Point of a question for Uko. I posted your website and Etsy shop, but is there anything else you want to promote? Yeah, let Randy know because he'll pull everything out and send links.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, other than, I've got my Instagram.
I'll be right back. Oh, I think he posted that too.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah, I got my Instagram. I got my, Twitter. Got my website. Even though my website needs severely updating.
Yeah, there's one site that's still under construction.
Yeah. Yeah, my website needs severely updated. I haven't updated that thing, man, in probably like 10 years.
Well, it's funny because when I went to it, I went to, I can't remember the exact section, but it had comic book stuff.
Yeah.
And, I'm blanking on the name of the project, but there's a project up there that I remember.
Really?
I want to say, what is it? Yeah.
Bombshell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do, was it, now you will have to correct my memory. Was there an ash can of that at some point or anything in print or no?
There was a book in print.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have it somewhere. Because when I was scrolling through the website, I was like, oh my God, this looks so familiar.
That's almost old, man.
I know. And that's when I was like, man, he hasn't updated his website in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it just, once, the platform started popping up and, I didn't learn about Instagram until, 2013, 14, I think. I was at a show in Minnesota, and an artist I sat next to, he brought up Instagram, and
right.
I had just started it. I think. And he was telling me about the hashtags and stuff, how to get more, feed more people to your work with the hashtags. So.
Oh, yeah. I suck at that. My I don't have a lot. Like, do you know how many off the top of your head followers you have on Instagram?
It's around 11, 12,000, something like that.
Yeah, I don't have that many.
I mean,
I don't do much with Instagram.
yeah, I mean, Instagram is where I do my most damage at. I would say, you know.
I try to, but it's just, yeah, I don't have that many. So this is where, because, I graduated in 87.
Yeah.
So and that's pretty much probably at, when we lost touch for a long time. Where did you go to art school, or not art school, but where did you go to school after you graduated high school?
Columbus College of Art and Design.
So how is it you came to choose that as a school to go to?
There was a few schools I was looking at. I was looking at what was I looking at? I was looking at Cuba for one.
Yeah.
I was looking at Maryland.
Just the University of Maryland?
No, the
art and design?
Art design, yeah.
Okay.
Then there was Corcoran. And then there was a school in Chicago I was looking at. But they were more fine arts.
Corcoran was in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely more fine arts.
Yeah, and
if I remember right.
Yeah, and the one in Chicago was more fine arts too. And yeah. So
well, was it just the Chicago Art Institute? Or no?
It was an arts. It was more of a fine art school. I can't remember the name right now, but it was a school in Chicago, then here in Ohio, and I want to say maybe I can't remember if Pittsburgh was ever on the list or not, but eventually chose school here, Columbus, because they were offering a little bit more, for the scholarship.
Oh, so you got a scholarship?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, back then the Kubert School didn't. I don't think the Kubert School got its first scholarship until like sometime in the early 2000s, maybe.
Okay. Wow.
Maybe in the late 90s they finally got one.
Mm-hmm.
But
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't because you went 4 years, right? You got like a bachelor's and stuff, or
got my bachelor's. Got my bachelor's in illustration, BFA. And I minored in fashion illustration too, because I've always been interested in fashion.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the Billy Tucci route.
Yeah, we like to call that fabric school. Billy went to fabric school. He went to the Billy went to the Fashion Institute in New York City, and as Aaron Lopresti said, he went to fabric school. Yeah,
that was the other school too. I think it was RISD, Rhode Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a fashion thing in there, but at the time it was all comics for me. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go there for 4 years, and then what?
You graduate. Worked at bartended, and when I was in school, I bartended and waited tables.
Did you really? Do you still remember how to make drinks, or was it bartending more along the lines of just slamming beers out for people?
I made a few, made some Long Islands, and I forget what other else. Some of the high end more liqueurs.
Yeah.
But Russians, the White Russians. And
White Russian. Yep.
Yeah. Long Islands and some other, with whatever kind of, I don't know. I remember some green stuff and blue stuff you mix in. Curacao.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Blue Curacao, as we would say up
That's
north.
it.
Yeah. Blue
Curacao. Pronounced Curacao, but yes, Curacao is how we always called it.
Yeah, so I did that for a couple of years after I graduated. Then I got into some sign company, doing artwork there. Doing signage stuff, and because I was still working on my craft. I was still working on.
Did you, after you graduated, did you stay there, or did you move back to Maryland? What'd you do?
I stayed here.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I didn't really care to go back home. You know what I mean? So
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So I just stayed here, man, and still I went to my first convention. Not my first convention, but after college, my
Yeah.
first one was in Wizard World.
Oh, okay.
90, what was it? Wizard World in 93? Yeah. That was the year I graduated. And
Okay.
so went there, show my portfolio and stuff. And actually, even there, I met CB Cebulski there as well.
What was
He
he doing
was
in 93? He wasn't working
he
for Marvel or anything, was he?
no, he was at some manga publisher. I
Huh.
forget the name of the publisher right now, but he gave me one of my first gigs at this manga publisher that he was at. He was an editor there.
What did you do?
It was just like a pinup for some manga book, anime
Oh,
book at the time. Yeah.
well, that's
Uh,
cool.
yeah. So with him, and then I ended up getting some stuff like a year later with someone who was uh, all this stuff is coming kind of fast, you know what I mean? But I got to do some stuff with a car designer back in
Nice.
'94. He was the son of another guy in comics. I forget his name at the moment, but you know what I mean. It's I should remember it, but it was a character on a motorcycle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's golden something. I can't remember golden something, but anyway. But yeah, I helped not design the character, but I did some work for him.
Yeah.
Again, just doing little things here and there, freelancing wise. Got into some gaming work when I was at the sign company. And it was just doing shows. There's only about so many shows during that time anyway. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
Chicago. I was at Motor City, Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I was really just going to like Chicago, Motor City, and Pittsburgh. Those were kind of like the only shows I truly went to
Right.
back then. Yeah,
That's
and then
cool.
yeah.
How did you end up meeting Daryl Banks? Because I know he's from that area, or I don't know if he's from there originally, but I know
yeah. He's from Columbus. He and I met through a mutual friend.
Oh, okay.
Who actually, this goes back to Wizard World, Chicago. Actually, a buddy of mine that I met in college, who was in the comics as well, but he graduated like a year or two before I did out of college. And so Wizard World '93, I met him there, just walking around, showing our portfolios. Then he had a buddy, and he knew Daryl, and so with that mutual friend, kind of got to know Daryl over the years.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was
Did
always
Daryl
nervous.
ever go, "Hey, I'm going to take you up to DC just so you can see what it looks like up there"?
No, I mean, you know what, man?
Did he
I
ever
was
go
always
visit?
nervous.
Did
I believe he did. I think we've talked, and I believe he did go visit the DC offices for I don't know how many times, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Because at that time he was he on Green Lantern yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, he was on Green Lantern. He was, I forget the earlier stuff he had done, but yeah, the thing he just started on Green Lantern when I first met him. And
Right.
so, but I was always nervous trying to meet, Daryl. You know what I mean? We met.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was always, hey, we're here for a few minutes, kind of a thing, and kind of took off after that. But I was always kind of a little nervous. Being a comic book artist, kind of a guy.
Right.
But one artist that I did meet though when I was in high school, he's no longer here, is Tom Lyle.
Oh yeah.
Remember Tom
Dude.
Lyle? Yeah.
Dude, that's okay. So where'd you meet him?
I met him at a Jubilee convention.
Is that the one in
Silver Spring.
Towson?
It was in Silver Spring.
Okay, so I met Tom, and by the way, while we're talking, I figure since a lot of people we have on have campaigns to promote, but since you don't, I figure I'll just pull up your Instagram and so people can get to see your art and stuff.
Yeah, actually, I'm working on a campaign for October. Actually.
Oh, do you have anything you can share, or
other than the name?
All right, what's the name?
It's Epiphany.
Cool. And what is it exactly?
It's just a collection of my art books over the years. The last
okay.
maybe 10, 12 years. 12
So,
years. Yeah.
how many pages is it going to be?
It's going to be over 200 pages.
Oh, nice. Well, we'll
Yeah.
definitely have you on then when you have it live. So,
yeah. Plus I'm working on a short story for it too. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, just a black and white short story.
Nice.
Based off an experience not too long ago.
Oh no.
Crazy. Yeah. So.
Oh, do you have a sign up page yet or no?
A sign up? No, not yet. Not yet. So I was working hard on trying to get all this stuff done. Just working on the page count and going through the stuff through Kickstarter.
Yep.
The questions they ask you. You know what I mean? So going through that, got the price list from the printer and what the numbers I need to hit. So, So that's looking at October for that one.
Cool.
And then I'm doing a store signing in Virginia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. In the end of October.
What part of Virginia is it?
Shenandoah Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The shop is Secret Lair.
Cool.
Secret Lair Comics, I think it is. Yeah. They're bringing me in for that in towards like end of October. Then I got some other stuff I'm working through. I don't know if you guys know of Art Collector. The name goes by the name of Collections in Black.
No, I don't know many though anyhow. So
okay, so I'm doing some work for him, and so he's got a pretty good thing going on with what he does, collecting original artwork.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's got some Joe Louis pages, so which is awesome. I didn't even know that existed. Yeah, he's got some Joe Louis pages. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So doing that, in the process of that, and then my own stuff. I'm working on that for next year as well. So
I met Tom at a show in Towson.
Okay.
When I was like 15. And same thing for me. He was the first comic pro I ever met. And then we stayed in touch.
Yeah.
And, long story short, when I was going to the Kubert school, he would send me, pencil copies. And then talk about a small world. When I was going to the Kubert school, this is my first year. One of my teachers was the background inker for Bob Smith, who was inking Tom on Starman.
Oh, wow.
So I would see Tom's pages as my teacher was inking backgrounds on them and stuff. And then he let me ink a few pages of backgrounds as well. So it was kind of cool how it all came. But yeah, Tom and I stayed in touch. And then, yeah, like you said, it was 2019. So
yeah,
it's going to be 6 years.
I talked to him maybe, I think 2017, right?
Yeah.
But I never forgot my experience with him,
So how was it? Like how old were you and what was it?
I was about 14.
Oh, okay.
14, about the same age as you were, but about 14, 15. And when I saw him again at Heroes, like a few years before he passed, I told him about that, me meeting him during that time. He said he was like 24 at the time, right? And he's like, man, I didn't know he didn't know what the hell he was doing, but he was working. You know what I mean? So to me, he was a professional, Yeah. And so, but yeah, he said he had no idea what he was doing, but he was doing it though,
Yeah, no. When I first met him, he wasn't working for Marvel or DC yet. He was still working for, I think it was Eclipse on a book called Sergeant Strike. And I think he did an Airboy versus Sergeant Strike.
Okay.
But he was working with Chuck Dixon, and that's what, I don't know if that's what helped him get into DC, but, when he started working for DC and things started going good, him and Chuck got to do the Robin miniseries and, just went from there. But yeah, Tom was he was a great guy, and yeah, when he because I saw him every year at conventions and stuff, and he was teaching at SCAD, and
Yeah.
and yeah, in 2019 when I think it was his wife posted that he went into the hospital,
Mhm.
and yeah, and then he never recovered and stuff. So
Yeah.
that was it was weird. So
Yeah, so I'm glad I got to talk to him at that
Yeah.
time, and just told him, hey, I told him when I met him and things like that. He remembered the show and all that. He doesn't remember me, but still, just to let him know how much that meant to me as a growing artist.
Oh, look at that drawing, Dennis.
Yeah.
I know.
That's Dennis's babe right there.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yeah?
Jean
Get out
Grey,
of
Dark
town.
Phoenix. Hands down, my favorite character of all time.
Well, actually, it's not Dark Phoenix. Actually,
What?
no, man, that's a Sandman character.
What? Are you looking at the same screen I'm looking at?
Oh, you know what? My phone paused. So
I'm like, you are gaslighting me right
I was
now.
like, wait a second. He might be messing with Dennis, but I'm looking at the same screen. What the hell?
oh, the Dark Phoenix piece. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that piece, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, one of the things I really like about your stuff is I love the watercolor, work that you do, which is a ton of it. I love the real wet on wet technique it has, or you have.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start, I guess, developing this?
This, you know what? I was doing watercolors back in college.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
But here's the thing: when I graduated college, and then I start showing my work at conventions, and at the time it was just my college portfolio,
Right.
and so it was kind of all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Illustrations, some comic work, and this and that. The editor at the time, I forget who he was, but didn't know what I wanted to do. So, but I wanted to do painted comics, to be honest with you.
Oh, cool.
But at that time, though, they weren't interested in some newcomer trying to do painted comics,
Right.
because I think at the time, like Alex Ross and I think Biz had did the Batman.
Oh, Judge Dredd?
Was it? It was a Judge Dredd thing. He did some painted prestige book at the time with it was a crossover, I think, with Dredd and Batman. I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to do painted comics, but again, I couldn't do that because apparently at the time I was listening to editors. You know what I mean? And so I just started focusing on my pencil work.
Okay.
And so I got away from doing a lot of the watercolors at the time. But fast forward, it was around 2012. I went to New York Comic Con. Had a table there. No, it was around 2014, 2013, 2014. And I just wasn't enjoying what I was doing. I liked what I was doing, even
Right.
like a few years prior, around like 2012 or so. I liked what I was doing, but I wasn't like truly excited about it.
Right.
And so from that point, I did New York, I think in 2014. What I mean? It was just like I needed something different, And so it was just a matter of experimentation and getting back to watercolors. Well, I was doing a lot of marker work, and the marker work kind of helped ease me back into the watercolors because
Sure.
what I was doing with marker, people thought it was watercolor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because of the techniques I was using to make it look like watercolor, but it was actually marker. And so doing that sort of technique led me into getting just diving into watercolors and ink wash.
So is this for instance, this RoboCop piece that I have up now, is this Copics or is it gray wash?
That's a gray wash.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is really nice. I just love the spontaneity of the watercolor work that you do. You know,
Mhm.
it's not over rendered, super tight.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a nice, you know, like I said, spontaneous. You're getting it done like this. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and that
Um,
was the other thing too. Was that when I was working on, I did a graphic novel through IDW, right? And I haven't told many people this, but I had broke my back had went out on me. I didn't break, but it just went out one day when I was working on that book. And from that point on, I realized I couldn't sit down like that the way I was. You know what I
right,
mean? So I was just sitting down, just constantly, you know what I mean, 10, 12 hours, just really not moving, you know?
right.
And so, but yeah, from that moment on, I couldn't just sit down and ink every little line, you know what I mean, as you would, with inking. And so, so I had to figure out a way to still make the work look effective without having to truly, sit down the way you would normally do, when it came to the pencil and inks.
Was the graphic novel, was that FX?
Yeah, that was FX. Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
I got that too somewhere.
Yeah.
I got
Yes.
I got Burns, and then you did the second volume.
Yeah. I was a little nervous with that one, but I was happy that I got it, you know.
Sure.
And so I enjoyed it for what it was, and do the sequel after Burn, which is awesome. Um, but
Working with a mutual friend, Wayne.
yeah, yeah, working with
So,
Wayne and stuff, it was cool. We did it Marvel style.
oh, really? He
Yeah,
just did like a plot type style for you?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, man. So that was fun. That was like what 10 months? I think I did that
That's
project
cool.
within. Yeah, he and I did
And
like a little short story prior to FX, but I think FX. I think it took about I want to say 10 months to do.
well, like you said, you're doing it all, pencil inks and not
Yeah.
colors, but pencil and inks.
I did the colors for the covers.
Okay.
Yeah, we were supposed it's supposed to have been like 6 floppies, right?
Yeah.
But whatever editorial things were done at IDW, they ended up just doing just making a graphic novel. So the covers ended up being like part of the interiors. It's like little chapter breaks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I got the trade, but I assumed it was 6 floppies first.
yeah,
So wait. So basically what you're saying is I get what you mean by sitting down for a long period of time and stuff.
mhm.
I mean, you don't sit differently now. You just get up more. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. I
yeah,
get up
okay.
more. Then I started working out. I really started getting to work out after that incident with my back. You know, um, but yeah, I started working out more. I've always worked out off and on throughout the years, but after that, like, yeah, I can't get back to that anymore. Because I was out for like a week. You
Oh
know,
wow.
yeah, it was tough getting back into that. But yeah, it was right around Christmas time too. I remember
Oof.
that.
I don't
Yeah.
recall. Did you play sports in high school or no?
No, no. I was in like, I play playground stuff.
Right,
Basketball
but
court
no,
stuff like that.
right.
But nothing organized.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ugo, there's something to be said about guys like you and I who are more concerned with our talent and our brains than
yeah.
going out there and playing rough stuff like football that turns you into mush, like my friend Dennis.
Right, right. You know what I mean? So people
Right.
always know me. I was always at my table. You know what I mean? Growing up.
Exactly.
So
We were forward thinking,
yeah,
is what you're saying. Whereas
yeah.
Dennis was all about, I'm just going to be the water boy and hopefully work my way up off the bench to get on the green and not deliver water, but deliver touchdowns.
Polk
Did I,
High.
did I sum that up right for you, big guy Dennis?
I wasn't a running back. I was a defensive tackle. My job
Yeah.
was to stop the running backs and sack that quarterback. That was my two jobs.
And now you know for those 4 years Dennis was in high school why his high school football team had the most losses against other teams, because their defense was not on point.
Dude, you say that. We were just talking about it when I was up visiting. We were the last team that had the best record and went to state. We were the last team to do it. They even had to drop the football team for a number of years through the COVID years and a few other ones because they couldn't field enough guys.
Wow.
So Dennis graduated and the team just went to shit. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Wow. Dennis, didn't you say one of the guys that you went to, was it high school or was it college? One of the guys you went with actually made pro.
Yeah. Dean Wachowski. He's the one that knocked me unconscious during the Nutcracker drill.
But wait, was it high school or college?
High school. Yep.
High school.
Yep. He got drafted. I believe it was North Dakota. Got a full ride there and set all kinds of records in North Dakota. And then he actually got drafted by the Packers. And all the enthusiasm and hard hitting we saw, it just didn't show up when he got in that Packer uniform. And so they cut him. And he wound up, I've got his football card. He wound up going to the USFL. So he was up there for a few years.
Really?
Yep.
So wait, was he cut? Oh, go ahead.
What was his position?
Oh, Dean was he was defensive. He was a guard, I think, because he was the pulling guard when he knocked me out. Offensive guard. I don't remember, one of the two.
Wow. So did he actually make it during the season, or he get cut before season?
I think he got cut because we watched him play in preseason, and I'd have to go back and double check. While you guys are talking, I'll see if I can find it, see if I still have it.
Okay.
Now the real question is, do you ever feel bad that when you found out he got drafted, that you got on your knees and prayed that he wouldn't make it because that should be you? Does that make you feel bad because it came?
Dude, I was never going to be a professional player. I never even thought of that. That was nothing. I was there for fun. It was a great workout. It was fun. I actually enjoyed. I was track and field. Was much better at track and field than I was. I was shot and disc. That's what I went to state for.
Nice. Cool. Dude, I love the technique on this. Well, I mean, most of your watercolor technique has the same, look to it. But on this Dr. Doom piece, is your phone on the proper screen, Uko? So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I just want that.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
I love, my favorite part of this is the front leg, the green in his boot type going down to the gray. Yeah. In his foot, and then just the color area right around that section. And then just the angle of it and everything. It's the school you went to, they had a focus on design, right? Or no?
It was illustration. Disney would show up. Disney would recruit for my school.
Oh, wow.
And they were big, like Time magazine covers and stuff like that,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and actually fashion, they're big in fashion too. So
boy. Let's get you and Billy too talking.
Yeah. But for me though, it was like, it was like illustration, is what I got into. And they also had an interior design course, which I would love to have gone to when I was there, but I was fortunate enough to take like an 8-week course with a former car designer who used to teach there.
Oh, nice.
So here's a weird connection. So this 8-week course that I did with this car designer, he used to be like a lead designer like Ford and GM.
Yeah.
He taught at my school, but he left before I got there, right? So he was an assistant. He was an assistant to Sid Mead.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's tutelage there. Dude,
that is when you first said interior design, I did think I kind of thought that would have been something I would like to have taken, because it's not just, it's harder than, it looks. But
Yeah.
man, when you said car design,
Yeah.
my mind went to, okay, forget interior design. I'd rather take car design, because you can take some of the stuff you learn from car design and just apply it to just mechanical stuff and design stuff in general,
Right.
And I've always loved that stuff. So that is, how did you do this 8-week thing when he wasn't there? Like,
well, he had a studio.
oh,
He had a studio at the time where where he worked out of, and so I had friends who were um, the design classes that he had, or knew of someone that took him as a
right.
student, and they found out that he was teaching these courses, various themes throughout the year, And my thing with him was like market design and vehicle design,
Uh,
and how he taught it, man. It just like light bulbs went off. You know what I mean? The way he was teaching it, but like with shapes and all this stuff, and get perspective knowledge and everything. Just opened up my eyes, man. It was just 8 weeks,
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you recall? Like, I'm assuming he charged obviously for it.
Yeah. I think at the time, I think it was like $300.
That's it.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
How often during the 8 weeks did you go or whatever? Just like a couple times?
I think it was twice a week. I want to
For
say
a few hours.
Yeah, for like 2-3 hours. Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love to have had something like that. Just because,
yeah,
you can buy. I've got books on like concept car design and stuff, but it's different when somebody's actually teaching it.
Oh man, he was teaching everything, man. Perspective, market designs. You know what I mean? Car designs.
Yeah, because back then it was marker stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was tremendous in marker. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed marker anyway. So that was just a bonus.
Yeah. No, dude, I hear you. I love those old school marker techniques and stuff. I love that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's actually one of my older brothers who went to college for graphic design.
Yeah.
He took a bunch of marker stuff when he was in school. So he was actually, I think he was into like a lot of furniture design stuff. My brother was.
Yeah.
When he was in college. You know what I mean? So he would show me a lot of his marker techniques and renderings and stuff he was bring back, during the summer breaks.
Yeah. And that's when markers weren't anywhere near as good as they are now.
Right. Was it Pantone? I think it was.
Yeah.
The ones I had. Yeah.
In the Kubert school, I had Chart Pack.
Oh wow.
I've got so you've probably seen some of the marker stuff that Neil Adams did for continuity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they actually put out a book that you could buy, and I got it probably 20 years ago from their website. That it's in a 3-ring binder, but it's smaller. It's probably only about 8 inches high.
Yeah.
And it's basically what they would send out to art directors and stuff before, the internet. And it's just pages and pages of all this ad work that Neil's studio would do. And so much of it.
Yeah.
If it's in color, it's markers. And just the marker stuff he's doing, I'm just like, oh my God, that stuff is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, that 8-week course, man, it showed me how to, he only used like 3 tones, 3 gray tones,
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's all we used, man. He's like, that's at that time, that was like a lot what the industry was doing, just 3 gray tones.
Was it a mix of like 2 warm and 1 cool, or was it just like
it was all like whether it was warm or cool,
Yeah.
it was like just a 1, it's like a 1, 3, and a 5.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's information that, I don't know, maybe normies, non-artists would be like, oh, whatever. But to me, I'm like, that's really kind of valuable. Yeah. Just doing, if I were to do gray tone stuff again, I might just go, oh, let me just stick with these 3 and see what happens,
Yeah.
So I find stuff like that just fascinating.
Yeah, man. So there's I don't know if you go through my Instagram or not, but there's a couple of Thanos pieces that I did a while back. Those are all marker.
All right. Well, now I'm going to have to burn through. I love this one's nice.
Yeah, I love
That's
the Super
great.
Scroll. Yeah, I've always loved the Super Scroll. Something
Oh
about
no, you're not caught up. You're not caught up.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at Lex Luthor and Otis, and I can't remember the chick's name.
Tashmucker.
That's
Yes,
it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. I just, you know what I mean?
That
was
was
part of
that's
like
great.
oh, thanks.
This one's great.
I did it. That one, it was like, I did it maybe like 3 or 4 hours, I think. You know, it was just a whim, just to,
Hey,
one of those
Billy.
pieces.
Billy says, "Hey, fellows, Uko's an astonishing artist, as are you, Andy." Thanks, Billy. Billy, Uko was thinking about going to fabric school as well, and he even thought about the Fashion Institute.
Yeah.
You guys could have been classmates if he didn't go a
Could have
different
been.
direction. All right, now I
Yeah,
want to
man.
see these Thanos pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's nice.
But yeah, the Superman one, you know what I mean? Those are this, even like the Supergirl and little Crypto.
Yeah,
They're
that
just
was
like,
great.
those are things that I do within like maybe 2-3 hours when I first get here in the studio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then I go about my day, doing whatever else I got to do for the rest of the day.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through because I really want to see like the Thanos you were talking about.
Okay. It was during the time of the Avengers stuff in the
Oh my God! So you're saying it's really far down?
Yeah,
so
it's
in
far
other
down,
words,
yeah.
I should just stop scrolling.
It's far down.
It's far down. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
But
stop.
yeah, I mean, I don't use as much marker as I used to though, other than like doing some more conceptual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now this is more of watercolor, some acrylics, maybe some gouache and some airbrush. Thrown
That's
in
cool.
when needed.
So besides FX, was that pretty much the bulk of the comic stuff you did?
I did like some short story stuff.
Yeah.
For some people, mostly, just a few pages here and there, some cover work. I did some stuff with. This is something I got back in Detroit, man, years ago. It was through a guy that worked with Campetti.
Oh, Dave Campetti. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't through Dave Campetti, but it was someone who worked with him. Did some work with those guys. That was early on. That was way early on, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, over the years, after the FX stuff, man, it was just like I said, had to rethink about what I was doing because I couldn't spend that much time on the table. I didn't want to spend that kind of time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So again, due to the markers and it goes into watercolor, just figuring out how I want my work to look.
Sure.
And so just a lot of experimentation over the years. Whether it's really tight, again, wet and wet, whatever it may be. Just trying different things.
All right, I didn't find a Thanos, but
yeah.
I'm going to feel really dumb if you go, no, that's gray wash. But is this, this looks like Copics.
The Iron Man?
Yeah.
That is Copics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Score.
On tone paper.
Yeah. And it looks like, do you have some airbrush in there for some of the white highlights?
Yeah, for the centerpiece. Chest piece. Yeah, that's airbrush in there.
Dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah. Thanks. I like that one. Yeah, I like how that one came out too. So, but yeah, it's a lot of experimentation, man, with just just design. You know what I mean, and figuring out how to focus, how to keep a focus on a piece. You know what I mean, without truly over rendering.
Well, and I was going to say, do you think you picked some of that up from that guy for the design, the car design stuff? Yeah. Because it looks like, that's why I was saying with like your work has this more almost like industrial design type feel to it that guys that do car design and I mean, everything. I mean, now it's all done on a computer, but go 30 years ago, if somebody was like, well, got to design a coffee maker. It was all done on paper and stuff,
Right.
And your stuff, especially like this in black and white with the grayscale, has that look to it, which I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I mean, those things. It was like sometimes you sort of forget about certain things or certain techniques you may have done, which may have been cool at the time, but you sort of drift away from it. And you're like, oh, what I mean, it's got to get kind of getting back to that, And so, the whole thing with shapes, with doing mechanical things, mechanical features,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That was all from that instructor, man. I'm telling you, it was just like one of my art buddies who does a lot of tech work as well, and just getting better at shapes,
Right.
Yeah, so that was the thing that got me into it.
Dude, the chat was saying earlier that your machines, your weaponry, it's all just fantastic. And it makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Oh, there's Dennis's babe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And that's not Sandman this time.
That's right.
But yeah, man, there's another one that you may find in there. There's a Nova that I did. That's all a marker as well.
Grayscale?
Color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm a Betty fan myself. Nice.
I mean, either one of those would do for me. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope your wife's not in earshot.
That's the Flintstone version of Ginger and Marianne.
You had to do an updated version. You know what I mean? So.
Do you still use because I know airbrushes have come, I guess you say, kind of a long way from what they were back when I was at art school. Yeah. You still use that old type of airbrush, or is there like a easier one? Because to me, I like airbrush, but at the same time, I'm like, for the amount that you're using it, is it worth the cleanup?
Well, the old airbrushes, yeah, I mean, they're very, very similar still, but other than, the power itself is all contained within, the buttons and all. I mean, it's all one unit now. I still have a small air unit. I actually have a bigger air unit at home, but I don't even touch that thing anymore. But now I have a little small, tabletop size one. But again, I don't have a use for that one either. And so now I just use the ones that's the ones that are just contained all in one.
But when you say it's contained all in one, you're saying the air canister, you just replace that, like it's a disposable like air canister. Is that what you're saying?
No, they're see if I can, if it's nearby. It's a rechargeable.
Oh,
yeah, it's like a cylinder that you screw into the bottom of the airbrush itself.
Okay,
you know what I mean? And it's rechargeable.
You'll have to send me like a link to what it is.
Yeah,
so I can check it out. I assume it's something you can probably get off Amazon.
Yeah, it was off, well, I've gotten a couple off Amazon, but there was just one I went on some website who had, guy, I forget the name of the site at the moment, but initially got off this particular website that's all they did was airbrush stuff. Where these
okay,
more mobile airbrush units,
All right, Dennis, did you see that question for yourself?
I did. Since Agent Cub needed something to ask, Randy told him what to ask, so he did. I don't remember. I didn't have that many sacks. I remember
3.
The big one that would. I was 215 at that time in high school, and I remember when we played Rip'em, the guy that I went against, he was 350, and I looked at the coach and I said, "You want me to go in and get past him?" He's like, I'm like, dude, coach, he outweighs me by like 120, 130 pounds. And he goes, so your job's to move him. And I did. The very next play, they ran right up past him. I actually moved him. I shook off the big guy, and I put and I sacked the running back for a 2-yard loss. So even my grandpa was filming it. Actually, it was the only one he was able to attend when he was here. But he was yelling from the stands, and the coach said, "I told you you could do it." That's just one of the things that I remember. But yeah, I don't remember how many sacks I had. that's why I got the nickname 10 gun, was because it was kind of like Timmy Harris. When you hit sack somebody, I would pull up my 10, but I didn't have just 6 shots. I had 10.
Always got to be an outperformer. I see.
Yep.
Did you take up wrestling too, Dennis?
Nope. It was weightlifting, and so we were in the weight club. It was football, and then track and field. Those were the sports that I did, and then I was jujitsu outside of school. Okay. But now I'll tell you, that Dean guy who knocked me out, he kind of looked like a tall version of Sylvester Stallone. I mean, the guy was jacked and ripped. There's a reason why he went so far. Like, we would be sitting on the weight bench, trying to lift 250, 260, 270, trying to max out your new one, because you always had to try and max out once a week. And you would be sitting there struggling to do like 270, just putting it up. And then Dean would come sit down, and he never maxed out. He never did maxes, didn't believe in them. But he would just grab the 270 that we were just trying, and he'd be like, do, and he would warm up with them. And I'm like, honestly, I just can't have him.
Wow. It's pretty impressive, though.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good one. I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You have a thing about the shows we watch, man. Growing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I Dream of Jeannie, Flintstones. At some point I do. Gilligan's Island. Ginger and Marianne and.
Randy Howell says, I never had my birthday printed on a calendar. I would toss in a few bucks for that. $5 for that. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Speaking of, we're going to start.
Send that to Andy. But we need to do a picture or something for you.
Yeah. We're going to start wrapping things up. So let me share this. Uko, before we start wrapping things up here, let everybody know, what are your next convention appearances and stuff? What do you got coming up?
I said the next show I'm doing, it's not really a show, but it's at the Secret Lair Comics in Virginia, Shenandoah Valley area. But that's, and hopefully I'm looking at GalaxyCon here in Columbus.
Okay.
That's in December. So anything else in between there, it's still up in the air. So
cool.
Yeah. And then OAX, I'll be at OAX. I think it's
next year. Original art, yeah. I was thinking of it, but I already have a show that weekend, so maybe. Plus, I don't really have anything to sell because I don't sell my original art. So
you don't? Okay.
Well, I don't sell original art from interior stuff. I have all that. I mean, I sell little drawings and stuff I do for fun, but I'm not quite sure that would be worthy. So
we still do commissions. I do a lot of commissions there. This year was my first time there earlier this year, and so I did quite a few commissions there, and some original artwork and things like that.
Speaking of commissions, so people know if they want a commission, do you do those from home? And if so, I guess they could contact you through your website or.
If you hit me up through Facebook or Instagram. Or even Blue Sky, whatever, Twitter, either one, I'll send you a price list.
Okay.
For the home stuff. Then I have a different price for show stuff, but home stuff is a different price.
Yeah. At least you're at home, you can do more stuff.
Yeah.
So
I get into the prelims a lot more,
right,
that sort of thing. So yeah.
No, I get it, dude. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
So yes, before we go, Lilineth, Infernal Conflict, a dark fantasy epic, expanding the world of Kordrath. If you like Kordrath, the Reckoning, Kordrath, the Awakening, you loved Lilineth. We answered. We are doing a solo story featuring Lilineth going back to the Abyss, fighting against the Demon Lord Vixarion. You will find out how Lilineth became the badass that she is. Guys, we got tons of stuff on this campaign. Something for everybody. Get yourself the big box. Lilineth's big box comes with a bunch of stuff inside of it. It is 17% off retail price. 2 exclusives to the box. John Malin's black and white cover, variant cover, exclusive to the box. I'm just trying to make sure I pull the right icon for it. Here it is. You can get John Malin's black and white cover only in her big, beautiful box. And then, of course, you can also get the, let me close that. I don't even think I pulled a thought. No, I didn't. You can also get the Usurcia bookmark that comes only in the box as well. And then all the other things, the 3 variant covers, the black and white edition of the book, a new First Man story, and the 2-inch minifigure. So you can grab that. We have added tiers. Actually, I can show it down here. We added a catch-up tier to where on checkout, you can pick whatever Core Draft the Reckoning cover you want, whatever Core Draft the Awakening cover you want out of what is shown here, because we obviously ran out of some. And then the main cover for Lilineth is what comes with it, but all the other covers can be added on. So if you wanted another Lilineth cover too, so you can do the catch-up tier. We've got the calendar. Now, for those watching, because we love you guys so much, let me remove that. We are going to show you guys right now an exclusive look at the calendar. That's right, because you guys are watching. We're going to show you an exclusive look. I just got to find, I got to pull up the proper screen for it. There we go. Here, here, here. So here is going to be the calendar. I'm literally going to scroll through it, but I'm not going to do it super slow, but just, slow enough.
Agent Dub says you get everything if you hand deliver it. If you guys get the big tier, you get everything.
That's right. If you want
to, that we are offering in this one period, if we add something to the campaign, you're getting that too. So yes, no matter what, you get everything that we offer.
That's right. If you want to pay, ready, Uko? I know you might want to do this.
That's good.
If you want to pay $6,500, we will hand deliver everything on this campaign to you in the continental United States and take you out to a fantastic dinner. And you will be entertained so much that you'll never want us to leave. But we have to.
Well, I've sat next to you and Dennis, so yeah, it's entertaining.
That's right. Randy says I'll even bring my own ball gag. Sure. Sure. So here we go. There's the cover to the calendar. And guys, these will be shipped out in December. So you have it for January 1st. So calendar, boom, January. Oh, there's the month. So I'll sit on a month for a little bit. Got some ghost image artwork of the, oops. All right. I'm not going to use my mouse to scroll because it goes too quick.
Hey, real quick, you do the colors or that? That's a nice piece.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I do computer color, but I did not color this. I'm not fast enough to do that.
Okay.
So the ghost image of the color image is back here on the calendar. We've got birthdays. Oh, look at that. Lopez's birthday on the calendar because he was drawn in the book. We've got character birthdays. Gorkin's birthday here. We've got Renewal Dawn, which is January 1st. That's what they call it in the Shattered Reach. So we're having fun with this calendar. Ear's birthday, Chad. Chad was in the back of the book. If he's still watching, there you go. So lots of fun stuff in this calendar. Now I'll go a little quicker. So just to give you guys, basically, if you get the calendar, this is what you get. Great images, 8.5 by 11, look great on your wall. Scare the hell out of your co-workers if you work in a cubicle and you hang it up there. Or maybe not, because your boss will be like, we can't hang that up. No, I'm not going slow in a reason. Look at this, guys. It just happened. August 13th, Two Cheese's birthday. Two Cheese. Get it? Tucci? Two Cheese? Yeah. Dennis came up with that one. See?
I did. I came up with all their great nicknames.
You did. So fun stuff here. Fun calendar. Look at that. Taber's birthday. T-Bear. Gotta love it. Vordoom's Ascendancy. I know you guys want to know when that happened. October 22nd. October 31st. Necronight's Creation. Go figure. Makes sense. November, of course, you've got my birthday, November 5th. Warriors Day, Eldarin's birthday. Such fun stuff.
You should
December, it's Christmas.
You're missing a date in there, man.
What's that?
The birth of the Cowboys. That should be.
Oh my God, you're right.
No, we're not missing. Why would that ever go in? That shouldn't hit any calendar.
Oh my God. See what I have to put up with. And then December, oh, look at that. Dennis's birthday, December 10th. I got it right. That was like the only thing he checked. I'm like, hey, look over this and proof it. 2 minutes later, he writes me back. He goes, it looks great. I'm like, dude, there's no way you look through the whole calendar that fast. He goes, no, I just made sure my birthday was right. I'm like, you bastard.
Whatever.
That's why I can't use him to proof anything. He only makes sure his stuff's right.
We did keep in, add in holidays and festivals and things from the Shattered Reach, but we did keep in the important ones, like for you guys, Christmas, New Year's, stuff like that.
That's right. We got the 2027 Year at a Glance. Beautiful Adriana in the background. And then that's the inside back cover.
Nice.
And in the back cover, spotlighting a few of the images and then creator credits and stuff like that. So go get this calendar. There's only 40 of them available. That's right. Just 40 of them, and they will ship out in December. Link in the description below for Lilineth Infernal Conflict. Uko's website is in the description as well. I'm a little disappointed in you, young man, because I did pull out the 1987 yearbook. Did you skip Junior Picture Day? Because you're not in here.
I think, yeah, I was in my senior yearbook, but I think I skipped. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm not in that one.
Are you in the 86 yearbook?
No, I'm in the 88 yearbook.
So you're not even in the 86. You're just in the 88.
Oh, I believe I am in 86. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Wow.
Huh. Well, apparently he really wants to show you a picture of you. So we're going to get to see the 1986.
People have seen Dennis and I in high school. They can see him. Page 195. Let's just see if that's true. Oh, Debbie Thompson. Still looks like a bee. I mean, wow. Did I say that out loud? No, she was fine.
Thanks, Agent Cub. Wow, you guys are old.
You shut your mouth.
5 o'clock, guys. When you're done with when we finish up here, you head over to Graybeards, episode 129, Famous Robots.
Dude, they spelled your name wrong.
Well, they spell it what? Y?
E. UKE.
Seriously?
Yeah. See if it focuses. Here, I'm going to make myself larger so you guys can see. Oh, wrong way.
I think it had like dark. I think it had like.
No, you had it.
Yeah, but where'd you guys go?
I don't know. Just show it. You're still bigger.
I am. I'm just going to do this.
The only time you're going to hear that.
All right. So
I think it had some soda pimples.
See your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then there he is. There's the guy right there. See, we all had hair back then.
You had hair. Nice.
I had hair. I still have hair. I just cut it off.
You liar.
Wow.
Don't you lie.
I do.
Don't you even try it.
It's a little bit.
And because we did that, we'll embarrass ourselves. Here is me in my senior year. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, that wig had to be itchy.
Shut it. That's all real, baby. I had a comb in my back pocket like everybody back then. And here's Dennis.
Yeah, that's more like it. There's your real feather. That's the hair I will be getting back only much longer.
We shall see. All right, guys. Fun show. Go check out the Graybeards. It started 4 minutes ago. Aaron Lepresti, Dan Lawless, David Williams, Gary Martin. They're drawing robots today.
I know. So, that is cool.
I saw that show.
So, guys, go run over there, say hi, go invade their show.
That's right. Until next time, We'll catch you guys later. Wish Dennis well on his surgery tomorrow, and he'll come back as Denise in a few weeks. That's why he's growing his hair long, actually. He's going to shave his face, and he's growing his hair long. So they say it's okay to come back as Denise as long as you have long hair.
Wow, that's just about as jealous as you rooting for a real football team. So what, Packers are open to new fans anytime. If you ever
Shut
want to
your mouth.
win.
All right, Uko, stay backstage. We'll chat after we're off air.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.